State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Porzingis, and it's Moody in at the three, the small forward. And for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the five, roaming the paint. GA, if you're a team that's serious about playoff seeding, you're viewing this as the home stretch, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't want to wait until the very end of the year to make your move. This is when you stop experimenting. Just go with the things that you know you do well.
Pass to Thompson. The three. Green with the rebound. And it's the Warriors' ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
Smith finds Thompson. Houston moving it around. Şengün passes to Durant. Over Moody. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Şengün.
And when you look at Şengün's assist numbers, he's already proven to be an elite passer for a big man.
Pass to Moody. Green with a screen on Durant. Fader on the way. Eason grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Katie, good for three. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot.
Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. 6 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here is Smith. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, he also did a great job on the glass, and it made a big difference.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him. And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Got that bucket in no time at all. KD's got 7 points.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Şengün. Out to Smith. Or the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Curry. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Left side, Porzingis. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Rockets leading by 10. Pass to Eason. Now Smith. Durant for three. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 10.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And taking a look at some numbers for Thompson, he's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Eason. Curry outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Smith outside. Pass to KD. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Curry. Goes up on the block. The Rockets pull it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Eason. He's defended by Podziemski. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. Warriors trail by 12. Up top, Curry. He's covered by Thompson. Porzingis sets the pick for Green. Back to Curry. There's the triple. And another three for Golden State.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
Curry against Thompson. Going in.
That's as good as it gets. Woo!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 11. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Eason. Porzingis looking it over. Play on the clock. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Smith. He has 6. Thompson outside. Yep, that one goes in there. Thompson's got 6.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Rockets. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And checking out Golden State, 6 games out.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, at times, they played some of the best basketball in the league, but they haven't been able to sustain it over the course of the entire season. And that's the only reason they're not in first place.
Well, they're still right there in the hunt for that top spot, and they believe there's still another level in which they can turn it on.
Here's Curry. The Rockets making the shot. Outside, Green. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Smith with the basket on the assist by Şengün. 8 points so far for Jabari Smith.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Şengün. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size, he shoots it so well from the mid-range.
KD looking around. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 15. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 14.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. Capella finds Finney-Smith. Here's Shepard. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 16.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Horford sets a screen for Green. Into the lane, and he banks in the layup.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Here's Shepard. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte.
And we need to mention the impact he had on the defensive side as well. He blocked a couple shots and altered others.
Here's Spencer. They trail by 14. Melton feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Horford sets a screen for Melton. A three-pointer, no good. Houston's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Warriors trail by 14. To the paint. Horford the pass to Santos. Here's Spencer. Now here's Melton. His last outing, he had 18 points. Green with a screen for Melton. A three ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Green with the ball. Working on Finney-Smith. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets leading by 16. Shepard with the ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Horford. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Houston with it. Shepard, the pass to Okogie. And here is Capella. Pass to Shepard. Houston needs to get a shot. Capella kicks to Finney-Smith. And it's Houston with another.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Spencer. They need this. Hits it from three-point range. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
We've got Alperon Şengün, Jae'Sean Tate out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. So it's the Warriors now. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Melton. Here's Richard. Those three-pointers off the mark. Rockets leading by 20. Okogie for three. Al Horford with the rebound. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Back to Melton. Here's the three. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Shepard. Finney-Smith passes to Okogie. Houston moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Shepard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Horford with the screen on Tate. Santos, the pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Melton. Here's Richard. Drops in the tray.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Finney-Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Shepard. Şengün with the screen for Shepard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 19. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. With the drive. Here's Richard. No good on the triple. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Shepard. No good from outside. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And here's Melton. Back to Porzingis. Outside, Horford fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 22 is their biggest lead. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Şengün, the Rockets again can't hit. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Warriors trail by 19. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about, and that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
Porzingis finds Curry. McCree. The shot misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Okogie to stop the drought. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 4 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
So for the Rockets, Tate, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. And here's Porzingis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. And Santos gets it to go. Santos has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to KD. Thompson sets the pick for Şengün. Fires the 3. Durant, no good.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Curry finds Porzingis. Here's Green. Tate covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you know, Green's not going to shy away from contact. He loves mixing it up inside.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've been very aggressive, attacking gaps off the dribble, getting to the rim and showing a lot of aggressiveness with a live dribble.
That's good from Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Houston making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Both good from the line that time. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Now, here's Melton. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepard.
One shot.
And the Warriors also making a change. Podziemski, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Here's Podziemski. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside, KD. Pass to Eason. Durant with a wide open look. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Here's Porzingis beyond the arc. Eason grabs the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Şengün. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Now here's Curry. He's got 12. Back to Podziemski. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thompson passes to Durant. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And check out the numbers for Smith. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. And the Warriors also making a change. Santos is checked in. Green finds Podziemski. Green with a screen on Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody. And again, no good by Golden State. Rockets on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Eason down low. He's defended by Podziemski. Durant's shot is good. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Eason. And he goes in for the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Durant. 8 points for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Moody. Here's Podziemski. Green with a screen on Eason. Podziemski, no good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Eason's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Warriors shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Now Curry. He's got 12. In the corner, Moody with it. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Eason. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Outside, KD. Thompson passes to Eason. Launches it. Durant, no good. The Warriors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Green with a screen for Curry. Pass to Green from past the arc. Thompson with the rebound. And here is Durant. 1:21 left in the first half. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Podziemski. He has 7. Curry's shot is off. In the corner, it's Eason. The tray. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Curry. From downtown, count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Eason. Back to KD. Out to Smith. Takes a 3. Curry with the rebound. The Warriors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Smith. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's Houston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Houston Rockets.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Porzingis is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward. Here's Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Eason. Inside, here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Pass to Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Eason. Back to Thompson. Buries it down low. 10 points from Amen Thompson.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Moody. Scoreless thus far. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Off target from three-point range. The Rockets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Drills it from outside.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Outside, Green. Now, here's Moody. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Guys, back over to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And here are the Warriors now, following the 3 by Houston that went. Can they get it? Porzingis can't hit.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Here's Eason. 6 points for him. Şengün with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Outside, KD. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Moody. And he uses the glass on the layup. Moody's got his first points in this one.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Nice shot by Smith.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass to Durant. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Now Porzingis, 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving inside. Pass to KD. Smith outside. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Smith with it. Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Now Podziemski. Out left to the wing. Left side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And that time, also a missed shot.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Outside, KD. Shoots over Podziemski. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Here's Podziemski. He has 7. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the layup. Porzingis has got 6.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
One shot.
That free throw good from Thompson. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Here's KD. The Warriors making the shot. KD draws the double. Now Eason. 6 points for him. Şengün with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Podziemski after the Rockets pick up 3. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
Passing has always been a big part of Green's game. He makes reads that other guys would never see.
In the corner, it's Eason. Smith outside. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Porzingis finds Podziemski. Pass to Green. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Green's got 8 points.
The defense was there offering resistance, but Green, as usual, was up to the challenge.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. He takes it in. In the corner, it's Eason. Durant for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Golden State moving it around. Porzingis inside. Şengün's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Al Horford.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Now here's Green. He's covered closely. Here's Santos. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 6 points for him.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Okogie to end the cold streak. Sinks the three-pointer. Okogie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Here he goes. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. No good on his first attempt of the game. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And so it's Golden State with it. The Rockets making the shot. And here's Melton. No scoring in this one. Driving in. Three-pointer. Rebound by Okogie.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's 1:40 left to play in the third. From outside the arc. That one, no good. The Warriors shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Pass to Horford. Here's Melton. Horford sets a screen for Melton. And the three off target. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Now Shepard. Now Finney-Smith. Off target from outside. Horford high post. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Can they get it? He can't get that one to fall. Rocket shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Here's Shepard for three. Okogie hits the three-point bomb. Okogie's got 9.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
Horford kicks to Melton. Sweet move. No good on the layup.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Clint Capella is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Shepard. And it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Now here's Horford. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Capella. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Shepard. Bangs home the trifecta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Warriors shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Capella, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Pass to Shepard. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Now, here's Capella, following the miss by Porzingis. Capella, the pass to Shepard. Good work there as it goes.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Santos. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rockets with the rebound. Okogie's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Shepard with the ball. He's guarded by Melton. Houston moving it around. For 3, Okogie. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Melton. Now Horford. There's the 3. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Shepard. Now here's Tate. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Now here's Porzingis. On the wing, Melton. And another three for Golden State.
And that's his second three of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Now here's Melton. Pass to Horford. On the wing, Melton. To the middle. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Shepherd, the pass to Tate. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
And that one misses. Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
Now here's Porzingis. That shot off the mark. Pass to Tate. Over in the corner, Shepherd. From the arc. Draymond Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Right side, Curry. Count the baskets. Curry's got 19 points.
And that is exactly why Curry is must-see TV.
Shepherd with the ball. Floats one up, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
On the free throw, no good. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Here's Shepherd following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepherd brings to both ends of the floor.
For Houston, Shepherd, 2 shots.
shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Shepard.
Well, Reed Shepard's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player, but adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. Okogie comes in for Aaron Holiday. Good on both. Now Curry. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And it's Shepard missing.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And he drives in. Finney-Smith off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Back to Podziemski, outside Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Drives to the hoop. Porzingis with the block. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. At the elbow, Green. Golden State moving the ball around. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 24 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Shepard with the ball. Curry meets him. Pass to Tate. Here's Shepard. 5 to shoot. For 3, Okogie hands it from downtown. Okogie's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Curry. Porzingis against Capella. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Okogie misses. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Moody the pass to Green. Here's Podziemski. Curry on the wing. It's stolen by Shepard. Here's Finney-Smith. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this